In this video, I'm going to talk about something called a CTB file. So basically, these are color-dependent files. They basically assign a line weight or a line thickness to a color within the layers of your AutoCAD file. So one thing that you're going to need to do is in the assignment, go and click on this ccc.ctb and download it. Okay. Now, going back to the file here, we're going to need to get it to the cloud where you're working with your title block file. But just to kind of give you a kind of overview of what's happening here, when you open up this file, it basically has every color listed, and it tells the software how it should print. So, for example, color number 1 is going to be 1.0 millimeters thick. So this is going to be the thickest of those colors that we are going to use primarily for everything that we do. And as we go down the list, you can see they're getting thinner. So yellow is 0.8, green is 0.6. So here's the color name here, and this is the color number. So we've already worked with this color magenta, which is going to print at 0.15 millimeters. So that's fairly thin. And you can also kind of assign gray tones to it. So colors 1 through 7 are going to print black. And if I was to put something on color number 8, which on the screen will look gray, that's why it's not listed here. It actually is a fairly thin line, but it also has a screen to it. So it will print as a gray. Same thing goes for color number 9, right? Now, as we go up into the numbers above color 9, they're going to be, as it's noting here, the same color as you see on the screen. So if I had color number 52, whatever color that is, when I printed it to paper, it's going to be the same color as what I see on the screen. Okay, of course, you would need a color printer to do this, but basically that's the idea. So one thing that I realized when I downloaded that ccc.ctb file from the assignment sheet, that it downloaded to my local device, not to the cloud. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to need to do is go to the internet on the cloud and then download it there. So I'm going to log into my email, or the other way to do it would be to open up the assignment sheet from your by clicking on Chrome or whichever browser you're using. Okay, so I've gone and I've opened up the assignment through the cloud service, and I'm going to do that same process of clicking on that and downloading it, and then we'll take a look and see where it went. Okay, so this is the download folder on the Aporto cloud. So there it is, and that's where I need it to be in order for me to put it in the right place. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close that and then go back to the AutoCAD file. Okay, so back in the file, you want to go to the menu browser and come down to where it says print, kind of hover over the arrow, and then you're going to hover over the arrow at the bottom. Okay, we're going to click on this one that's called Manage Plot Styles. Okay, so click on that, and what you're going to see here are all of the default plot styles. Okay, so when you open up AutoCAD, these are going to come with it. But that ccc.ctb file is one that's been customized. So I had downloaded it to the download folder. There it is. So I'm going to click on it. Now I'm going to right click, and I'm going to either cut it or copy it. It doesn't matter. Copy. then I'm going to go back to where all of those default CTB files are. I'm going to right click and paste it, right? So there it is. AutoCAD, when it is getting ready to print, is going to be looking for that file. And we need to make sure it's always in that location. So if you print your drawing and you open up the print in the form of a PDF, which we'll get to later, and there's colors on it, you know that it's not found this file. And so you may need to download it and go through these steps again. But hopefully, once we've done this once, it will be there. Okay, so now I can close this. Now, what we're doing in all these steps is getting the sheet ready for printing. So what will happen is we'll keep reusing the same title block. So you won't have to do it every time you want to print a drawing. We'll start to save some of these settings so that when you print, it's just a kind of a step or two. Okay, so before we go into the next part, go ahead and save your file. So I'm going to click on save here, and we'll pick up with the next video.